This sign means A. Upcoming downgrade or hill. B. Road construction area. C. Upcoming narrowing of roadway. A. Upcoming downgrade or hill. This sign warns of a dangerous downgrade or hill ahead. The hill may be very long or steep, or it may have sharp curves. If you can see that the roadway up ahead is covered by heavy smoke, you should A. Turn on your four-way flashers and continue. B. Reduce your speed, move as far to the right as possible, and stop off the roadway. C. Turn on your high-beam headlights and continue. B. Reduce your speed, move as far to the right as possible, and stop off the roadway. If you notice that the road ahead is covered by heavy smoke, reduce your speed immediately, drive as far as possible to the right, and stop off the roadway. Only then should you determine if it is safe for you to continue. Remember that certain kinds of smoke can irritate your eyes and lungs or even kill you. It is very foggy. You should slow down and A. Turn on your emergency flashers. B. Turn your lights to their high beam setting. C. Turn your lights to their low beam setting. C. Turn your lights to their low beam setting. Use your low beams when driving in fog, snow, rain, or mist. Light from high beams will reflect off of precipitation, causing a glare and making it even more difficult to see. Some vehicles are equipped with fog lights that should be used in addition to low beam headlights. A broken yellow centerline means that A. Passing is not permitted. B. Passing on the right is permitted when the way ahead is clear. C. Passing on the left is permitted when the way ahead is clear. C. Passing on the left is permitted when the way ahead is clear. A broken yellow centerline means that a driver may cross the centerline to pass another vehicle on the left as long as there is no oncoming traffic. Drivers should never cross a solid yellow centerline in order to pass.
Want to ace your DMV test? Click on the link below and get your guaranteed cheat sheet.
This yellow signs means A. The road ahead has many curves. B. There is a sharp curve in the road ahead. C. The road ahead may be slippery. C. The road ahead may be slippery. This sign indicates that the road ahead may be slippery when wet. This road sign means A. Drive with caution and be ready to stop. B. You must come to a complete stop. C. Stop, if necessary. B. You must come to a complete stop. The stop sign is the only 8-sided sign you will see on any roadway. When you encounter a stop sign, you must come to a complete stop. You may not proceed until the way is clear for you to completely and safely pass through the intersection. Excessive speed. A. Saves time so you can get to your destination more quickly. B. Helps you maneuver around obstacles. C. Increases the likelihood of serious bodily injury and death. C. Increases the likelihood of serious bodily injury and death. Excessive speed is one of the most common contributing factors to vehicle crashes. Excessive speed does not save time and often leads to high-risk decision-making. Drivers may not park within. Fill in the blank. of a fire hydrant? A. 15 feet. B. 20 feet. C. 30 feet. A. 15 feet. There are many areas where you cannot park. You should not park within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. To improve visibility lowered by rain or fog, drivers should use their A. Low beam headlights. B. High beam headlights. C. Parking lights. A. Low beam headlights. Use low beam headlights when driving in rain, snow, sleet, or fog. High beam headlights in adverse weather conditions lower visibility by reflecting off the precipitation and back into the driver's eyes. Which of these statements is true about roadwork zones? A. Fines are the same for violations committed in work zones as they are under normal traffic conditions. B. You must slow for the cone zone. C. Slow down only if you think workers are present. B. You must slow for the cone zone. Reduce your speed and be prepared to slow down or stop for highway equipment. Driving carefully through work zones improves safety for drivers, pedestrians, bicyclists, and road workers. Before stopping your vehicle at a traffic signal or sign, you should A. Press down hard on the accelerator. B. Check your mirrors for surrounding traffic. C. Set the parking brake. B. Check your mirrors for surrounding traffic. When stopping your vehicle on the roadway, first check your mirrors for traffic. Be aware of surrounding drivers as you release the accelerator and allow your vehicle to slow. Move your foot to the brake pedal and press with steady pressure for a smooth stop. This road sign means A. Flagger ahead. B. Turn left at the intersection. C. Last turn before a toll road. A. Flagger ahead. Orange is the standard color for work zone activity. If you see orange signs, cones, or barrels while driving, stay alert and be prepared for unexpected driving conditions. This sign alerts drivers to an upcoming flagger whose directions should be obeyed by all drivers. Interstate driving requires drivers to A. Have the ability to safely drive at increased speeds. B. Be constantly alert. C. Both of the above. C. Both of the above. Safe use of the interstate demands drivers be constantly alert and capable of driving at high speeds. How should drivers apply the gas pedal? A. Slowly and smoothly. B. As quickly as possible. C. By lightly tapping. A. Slowly and smoothly. The acceleration pedal should be pressed slowly and smoothly. Depressing the gas pedal too quickly can cause your wheels to overspin, making it difficult to control your vehicle. Stopping distances and severity of crashes. A. Decrease as vehicle speed increases. B. Are not affected by vehicle speed. C. Increase as vehicle speed increases. C. Increase as vehicle speed increases. Stopping distances are longer and crashes are more severe when traffic travels at higher speeds. Children on bicycles should be given extra space by motor vehicle operators because A. They do not have the same physical reflexes as adults. B. They are smaller and more difficult to see than adults. C. Both of the above. C. Both of the above. Children are often the least predictable pedestrians and the most difficult pedestrians to see. Take extra care to look out for children, especially near schools, bus stops, playgrounds, parks, and ice cream trucks. Be aware of children riding bikes on the sidewalk, as they may come onto the road unexpectedly. When adjusting your rearview mirror, you should be able to clearly see A. The entire rear window. B. The passengers in the backseat. C. Your own reflection. A. The entire rear window. Adjust your inside rearview mirror so you can see the entire rear window from the driver's seat. You should have to move only your eyes, not your head, when using this mirror. Work zone barriers, drums, cones, and signs are used to A. Make drivers angry about slow traffic. B. Inconvenience drivers. C. Keep traffic out of hazardous work zones. C. Keep traffic out of hazardous work zones. Work zones on highways have become increasingly dangerous places for both workers and drivers. When approaching a work zone, watch for materials such as cones, barrels, signs, large vehicles, and workers in brightly colored vests to warn you and direct you. This sign indicates that the road ahead A. Turns sharply right, then left. B. Curves right, then left. C. Curves right. B. Curves right, then left. This sign warns of a reverse curve in which the road curves to the right, then to the left. When changing lanes, you should never A. Cross the center line in an intersection. B. Check your blind spots by looking over your left or right shoulder. C. Check for other drivers moving into the same lane. A. Cross the center line in an intersection. Before changing lanes, check for drivers trying to pass you who may be trying to enter the same lane as you. Look over your shoulder to check your blind spot. You should never attempt to pass or otherwise change lanes in an intersection. Before returning to your original lane after passing another vehicle, you should A. Beep your horn. B. See both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. C. Flash your headlights. B. See both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. When passing is permitted, look for both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. Only then may you safely return to your original lane. Reaction time is slower after A. Drinking alcohol. B. Sleeping. C. Working hard. A. Drinking alcohol. Alcohol slows your reflexes and reaction time, reduces your ability to see clearly, and makes you less alert. As the amount of alcohol in your body increases, your judgment worsens and your driving skills decrease. You will have trouble judging distances, speeds, and the movement of other vehicles. Accumulating. Fill in the blank. On your license within a 12-month period will result in the suspension of your license. A. 15 points. B. 10 points. C. 8 points. A. 15 points. Certain offenses committed while driving will count against a driver in South Dakota's system of suspending driver licenses. If a driver accrues 15 points or more within a 12-month period, their license will be suspended. Lengths of suspension vary based on how many offenses the driver has committed. This sign means A. Merge right. B. Divided highway begins. C. Lane ends. C. Lane ends. This sign indicates that the right lane ends ahead. A merging maneuver will be required for drivers in that lane. What should you do with loose objects in your motor vehicle? A. Place them on the floor near the driver's seat. B. Secure them to avoid additional driving hazards. C. Place them on the dashboard. B. Secure them to avoid additional driving hazards. Make sure there are no loose objects in your vehicle that could hit and injure someone in the event of a sudden stop or crash. Make sure there are no objects on the floor that could roll under the brake pedal and prevent you from stopping the vehicle.